This is the second video explaining Rustum and Sohrab. In due course, a son was born to Tanime, and a son was born to Tanime. Tanime knew that when the boy grew up, Rustum would be eager to have him follow his footsteps. And Tanime knew that when this boy grows up into a young man, his father would take him away, and he will make him a warrior, make him a fighter, a swordsman. Unless she hid from Rustum the fact that their child was a boy, he would certainly take away the child. And if she does not hide the fact that their child is a boy, the Rustum would take him away. Certainly. Without any doubt. She would then lose her child as she had lost her husband, and she would lose her child either because Rustum had already left her. So Tanime sent word to Rustum that their child was a daughter, and she hid the fact from Rustum, and she sent a message to Rustum that their child was his daughter. Tanime named her son Sohrab, and the boy was named Sohrab, which means child of many smiles. Sohrab grew up into a brave and handsome boy, and like his father, he also grew up very brave and very handsome. He learned to use the sword and shield and became skilled in the arts of war, and he learned the skills of using sword and shield, and he became skilled and he became very skillful in fighting with sword. For miles around there was no one who could compete with him in feats of swordsmanship, and no one from around could beat him in the feats, in the skills of swordsmanship, the skills of using sword. He was very skillful. He had learned the intricate skills of using sword. One day there came to that country a young warrior who had fought in distant lands, and one day there came another young warrior, another young fighter, and this fighter had fought in many countries, in many distant lands. He challenged Sohrab to single combat, and he challenged Sohrab to fight with him in a single combat. This means only two people fight, Rustum and Sohrab and that young man. Sohrab really accepted, and Sohrab accepted the challenge. As they were getting ready for the fight, the young soldier asked to Sohrab, "Before we fight, tell me your parentage. I do not fight in single combat with anyone who is of low birth." And as they were getting ready for the fight, the young warrior asked Sohrab, "Who is your father? Unless you don't tell me who is your father, I can fight with you, because I don't fight with the children of slaves or children of farmers. I fight only with the children of kings, with the children of warriors, with the children of fighters, not with the children of cowards." The men who had gathered round looked at Sohrab. None knew exactly who Sohrab's father was, and the men who had gathered and the local men where the Sohrab was living, and the local men also did not know who the Sohrab's father was, because the Rustum had told her mother to keep their marriage a secret, and that's why no one knew who was the Sohrab's father. Sohrab, who did not know the secret of his birth, hung his head in shame. "We shall meet at dawn tomorrow," he said to his opponent, and went away. And Sohrab also did not know the name of his father, and he put down his head in shame because he did not know the name of his father, and it's a very shameful thing for the Sohrab, and he was ashamed by that, and he told the fighter that "We shall meet at the dawn tomorrow, and we shall meet at the tomorrow morning. He hurried home straight away and said to his mother, "Mother, you have hidden from me the name of my father all these years. Unless you tell me at once who my father was, you will see me dead." And he hurried straight away, and he went straight away to home and asked his mother, "Who is my father? If you don't tell me who is my father, you will find me dead. This means I will kill myself. Tell me quickly who is my father." Then he told his mother. And he also told his mother what the young soldier told me. "I have had reason to hide the name of your father from you, my son, but I will tell you his name now," said Tanime. "You are the son of the great Rustum, the shield of Persia." And his mother replied that I had a reason, that's I had a reason to hide your father's name from you. And the reason was that Rustum had told her that keep our marriage a secret. And now I will tell you who is your father. You are son of the great Rustum, the shield of Persia. When Sohrab heard these words, his heart was filled with pride. Rustum, I am son of Rustum. Oh, why did you hide this from all? Let me go now and announce my father's name and fight my giants. And hearing this, Rustum's heart grew up with pride. His heart was filled with pride because Rustum was such a great warrior and he was such a great legend. He was known in every corner of the Persian